Okay, so this week we're doing a spicy orange chicken. Once again, I've done the prep work in advance, so I've trying to figure out how to do this right. I've pressed the garlic. Don't know if you can see that. We've got the onions and the oranges sliced. Of course, have our wine. This is a Sauvignon Blanc from Monterey. It's a little tart, but that's gonna help with the spicy part later. And you got to make sure the wine hasn't turned. Because it could have turned, and you don't want it to turn. So basically, this is a very simple recipe. Not much to it at all, but it's just something a little different, and that's what we're going to try for the first couple of weeks of this year and into February. Just something different. Randy and I eat a lot of chicken. We don't eat as much fish as we should, but I'm going to try to do that later. Incorporate some more of that. I know we've got some deals coming up at work, so I'll be buying into that and doing some fish recipes. I have a buttload of fish recipes. And the thing I like about these recipe cards is if it's a fish, you can actually take it and use it on a chicken most times. I mean, some the paellas and stuff that you can on that. But you can use most of those recipes on a chicken. You can use quite a few of them on a pork. But they're great ways of spicing up something that just throw it in the pan and you bake it and it's there and it's nothing exciting. Okay, so this is a spicy orange chicken, and we are going to have potatoes tonight. So he'll have a baked russet potato, and I'll have a baked sweet potato, because I'm really liking the sweet potatoes. And we're going to have a little side salad. So hopefully I will remember this time when it's all done to take a picture of the plate so you can see how it looks. And then, of course, we'll take pictures during the meantime. So I'm going to try to set up the camera so that you can see what's going on in the pan. Like I said, I've done all the prep work already, and I'm not quite sure if I like that or not, but I get the feeling you guys would be bored watching just me prepping stuff, so let me try this. Alright, so we have our pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to layer the onions. I've already put a pan clear olive oil based nonstick, basically, in there. So got my onions all layered. And then we're going to take our knife and a little bit of garlic there, a little bit of garlic there, a little bit of garlic there, a little bit of garlic there. And now, I went for crushing the garlic instead of leaving it in the cloves, because I wanted more garlic early and less later. It doesn't really make sense unless you think about it as, by releasing those essential oils earlier, the flavor's going to get baked in more. Okay? So, that's what we've got so far. Let me get the chicken out, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got the chicken in the pan. And I've got my hot sauce. Now the hot sauce I'm just going to drizzle over the onions. I don't want to put any actually on the chicken. if I can help it. Okay. Now, the hot sauce, somebody may want to know, does it matter? Okay. When I'm doing any kind of cooking in the oven and I'm not wanting it, I'm wanting it to have the hint of flavor, I don't care what kind of hot sauce I'm using. When we do our baked wings, which hopefully I'm going to have a maybe Super Bowl week, if I can get them on sale, I'll have Randy do his baked wings and I'll tape it. Then we'll use the cholo, the good stuff, as I like to call it. Just because most of this is going to burn off. You're just getting the flavor in the in there, so it's not really a big deal. When you're doing the wings and you're getting it all, then you will a good gripe. Okay, so my fancy measuring device here is a glass syrup warmer that you use like for hot syrup, and it's 1 to 2. It's 1 hot sauce, 2 wine. Okay, not too much to that. Then the last thing you're going to do is we're going to layer the oranges, or the orange slices. I cut them about 1/4 inch. I mean, you can make them thicker, thinner, however you want it. I wanted them to kind of hold up because I want to be able to have them on the plate. Kind of a presentation thing. Then I took one of the 2 that I got and I cut the bottom third off. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to squeeze the juice on there. Now, I will take this, cut it up, and add it to the pitcher of sangria that we've got in the refrigerator. So, I mean, it's not going to go to waste. You can always do things like that with fruit. Have a pitcher, something. It's kind of not so much now, but we're supposed to have a warm weekend, so I'm hoping it's going to be a little refreshing. So, let me get my hands real quick. And I do want to apologize. I know there's going to be a noise on the video. That is the dishwasher. It's doing its job. But, you know, you got to do things at certain times, and this is what happens. So, that's how we look. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll cover that with foil. I will spray the inside of the foil with my release stuff, so that it doesn't stick. It's going to go in the oven at 300 degrees for 2 hours. Probably 2.5. One thing I think every person should own, if I can reach up here and find it, and of course it's not where I can just get to it, because that would be too easy, is a meat thermometer. Should have a meat thermometer. Oh, that's because it's over here. Should have a meat thermometer. Okay? All of your chicken should be at least 180. Okay? Now, if you take it out and it's at 175, it's going to still cook for a little bit internally. But you want to make it sure that it's about 180. It's just food safety. I mean, come on, half the time when you get stomachache at home, it's not that you overate. It's just something was probably a little bit off. So we just need to take care at our homes and pay a little more attention to things. So I will put this in, and when I uncover it, I'll see you guys again.